for the delay. Technology, you know, is just fussy sometimes. Anyway, welcome everybody. We are ready. If you are here for the first time, please make sure you're wearing athletic shoes, have some water nearby. We're going to be working in supersets, 2 exercises back to back with no rest in between. You can move faster than me if you want a harder workout. You can move slower than me if you want an easier workout. You're going to be counting your own repetitions. I want you to aim for 15 repetitions per exercise. If it's a unilateral exercise, 15 on each side. You've got the option to do 2 sets, or if you want to work a little bit harder and get a bigger workout in, you're going to move faster, not take rests, and you're going to do 3 supersets. If you want an easier workout than what I'm doing today, take your time, take more rests, do fewer sets. Only do 2 supersets with me and just work with your body. Remember, the name of the game is to only work about 20% harder than where you are today. I'm going to say that again. The name of the game is to work only about 20% harder than where you are today, where your fitness is today. You don't want to be working 100% harder because that leads to an enhanced need for recovery, and it taxes the body beyond the limits that we know that you can really recover from effectively. So challenge yourself a little bit and make sure that you are challenging yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to get stronger. So let's start with a little bit of a warm up here. Take your feet separated, take a big inhale up. Exhale it out. Let's do 2 more just like that. Big inhale up. Exhale it out. On this third one, I want you to really stretch your rib cage up. Let's stay here, breathe normally, and I want you to really actively reach up for the ceiling. Stretch yourself out as long as you possibly can, lengthening the space from your rib cage to your hip bone. Really lift, take short little breaths so that you're not holding your breath. Lift longer. Reach higher, stretch out more, and relax. Right hand down to your side, left hand reach up, take a slight lean over, engage your abdomen, draw them in, and I want you to rotate and look under your left arm while you continue to reach up, lengthen out, and really open through that abdomen. Hand on the thigh, big reach, and right hand up, left hand down, same thing, big reach, slight lean. Rotate and look under slightly under that arm. You're going to feel that stretch move from your side to your front panel, front quarter panel here, stretching out that hip flexor. Make sure not to overdo this stretch. Draw in through your abdomen, slight rotation under, and relax. Let's come into our spinal rotation, letting your arms naturally swing around your body, pointing the toe of the leg that you're turning away from and really squeezing and activating through your glute right here. Activate and squeeze the glute, squeeze the glute. Let those arms just rotate all the way around as if you're trying to look behind you. Notice how good that feels on your spine, all the way down into your pelvis. Feels good on the tummy. Feels good to wake up some range of motion in the shoulders. Really squeeze through your glutes. And let's do 2 more. And relax. Bring your feet together. Knees are bent. I want you to reach up, step back into a modified lunge, reach up, lunge on the other side. So you're alternating sides in your lunge, actively reaching up at the top here. If this is super easy and comfortable for you, let's make it bigger, dropping all the way to the ground, pressing into that front leg, focusing your energy on the heel. Really press into that front heel, standing super tall. And remember, you can move faster than me if you want, and you can move more slowly. You can modify everything if you need to, take breaks when you need to, or really bring some enthusiasm and make it a bigger workout to bump your heart rate a bit higher. 4 more. Focusing on that front heel. And 1 more. Okay, take your feet separated. Feet are truly parallel to each other. Take a look down so that you're not opening out into your toes. And let's go side to side here. Pressing back through your heels, just shifting your hands side to side until your inner thighs start to wake up. Once they feel awake, we're going to take a deeper sit down. Really sit deeply into that side lunge to get that good stretch on the inner thighs, to activate through the glutes when you're pressing away from the bent leg. And really sitting deeply here. Bend your knees, let those knees bend, but really make sure you're reaching your hips back. Chest stays a little higher than your hips. Okay, you're not fully bent over. Chest keeps a little elevation. And let's do 2 more. And relax. Feet together. Let's warm up each leg individually. Knees soft. Find a focal point to grab your balance. Come onto one leg and just let yourself settle in. If this is comfortable for you, hands out. I want you to look around your space, making sure to keep a bend in your knees, both knees, but more specifically, that bent knee. Look around your space, and now I want you to look up, look down, look all around, said Dr. Seuss. And I want you to really challenge your balance here. Okay, the whole point is to have you be a bit wobbly. Can you feel all of the muscles firing? It's an incredible preparatory exercise. It also helps to really build your balance. And relax, switch sides. So, knee bent, okay? Look around your space at first to adjust. And then from left to right, once you've got your balance, you're gonna look up and down. And the whole point is to have you look in as big of a range as possible, because it's going to throw your balance off. And what that does is that causes the muscles to pretty much from your chest down to have to counterbalance. And that's what fires up those muscles. That's what helps to improve your muscular sense of balance. And that really is what helps the functionality of the left leg that you're standing on, okay? One of the best balance training exercises you do, and it's really gonna support us in the workout, relax, when we get to a single leg deadlift. So just make sure on these single leg exercises, whenever you're on one leg, you wanna keep this knee slightly bent. If you have a desire to lock out your knee, that is proof that your hamstrings and your glutes are weak. So you have to work on keeping this slight bend on this knee about that much, especially when you want to keep doing this. I did that for years and years and years and years until I got my glutes up to proper function. Okay, so let's go through one just real quick stretch, and then we're going to work into the workout. Feet together, knees soft. I want you to step back into a deep lunge. Scoop your arms up, turn towards the leg in front, and then the back hand comes to the heel. Pause for a moment, and then let's bring it back. Scoop up, come forward, step back. Scoop, turn towards your leg in front so that you're going to be alternating hand to the heel. Pause for that stretch, and let's repeat this a few times. Up, step forward, step back, scoop, turn towards your leg, hand to the heel, and pause. About a 2 to 3 second beat here, and switch. This active stretch literally makes everything right in the world. So good for your body. Hey, Wendy, you can let them in. Yeah, you don't need to lock them out. Oh dear, okay, all right. I just don't want to leave them out there an hour and a half. Okay, sorry guys. So we have a dog visitor here with us, and the 2 dogs in the house here get so excited when Ellie comes to visit. And so we've got them locked outside, but it's like freezing cold, snowy outside. I feel terrible. Otherwise, it's going to be pandemonium in here. So When they do come inside, be prepared. It's going to be pandemonium when Ellie comes in. Oh, here we go. Oh dear. One more, guys, one more. Oh dear, here we go. Get ready. Oh boy, here we go. No, no, honey. Okay, everybody come stand up. And as soon as you get here, I want you to lift your knees a few times. No. Good girl. Good, Ellie. Good, Ellie. We're good. We're okay. She's sweet, but oh my gosh, you guys, she was like a very traumatized rescue and she's super, super high energy. Back on track. Grab your circle band. Okay, so for today's workout, guys, you're gonna need a circle band for our first superset. You're gonna need a heavier dumbbell and a set of dumbbells, okay? Grab your circle band. Let's step in. Best way to get into a circle band, step in, stretch it, step through, place it just above your knees, okay? We're starting with lateral band stepping. Feet together, come into a partial squat, chest is up, booty is back, and from here, you're gonna take 15 side steps. Please count out your repetitions. If your space is small and you've got to go back and forth, you want a total of 15 in one direction, 15 in the other direction. Okay, so maybe you do 8 back and forth or 6 times 5. Just make sure that you're keeping 15 reps on one side, 15 reps on the other side. Drop into your hips, bend through your knees, reach your hips back, okay? Step with your whole foot here, keeping your feet parallel. When you step together, you do want to keep a tiny bit of tension on your band. So depending on your band, only step together to the degree that the band keeps a little bit of tension. Now, ideally, you would be able to step fully together with your band. So if your band is old, or if it's a very wide, long band, I encourage you to get a new band because you should be able to step together like this. There's still lots of tension on my band right now so that I'm able to fully step together. That allows you to get full range of motion on glute medius when you're stepping, okay? If you need a link to what band I use, if you're inside the Glutes project inside the portal, you can also email me for the bands that I really prefer to use. But in general, it's Spry. You can just look up Spry band. And relax. Second exercise is glute kickback. From here, feet together, knees bent, kicking back. And let's go. We're going to alternate sides on this, okay? Alternating your glute kickback here. 15 on each leg is 30 in total. Kicking back, good. If you need to use something here for stability, that's totally fine. But we're gonna get all 30 reps, 15 on each side per set. So what that's going to do is that's going to increase the intensity of this set rather than doing this as a unilateral set, which we often do in the past, okay? So if you're able to freestand, please do so because it's really great for improving your balance. But if you do need to do something to stabilize yourself, holding onto a chair or a dowel or a wall, that's totally cool. Really make sure you're squeezing and contracting your glutes here. Really contract. You can move faster or slower than me. This is our first superset. You're either going to take a break at the end of this superset or you're going to jump right in and do a second superset. Okay, totally up to you. And short break, about 20 to 30 seconds. Then we're going to start our second superset. You can also shorten your rest to maybe 10 seconds. Starting your second superset, lateral band step, glute kickback, alternating, and then I will show you guys our second superset after that for those of you guys that are doing 3. Okay, on this next set of lateral band step, I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to sit more deeply. Keep your chest lifted. This is your position right here from the side. You should be stepping from here. See how there's a little arch in my lower back? See how my hips are behind my heels? My knees are pretty much above my toes, but it's okay if they come forward slightly. You're stepping from here. super low. So I challenge you to go super low. You guys ready? Second set. Please count it out because I am not to be trusted. My new fitness model, Ellie, is here with us. Buckley is obsessed with her. This is his girlfriend. He absolutely loves her. We love when she comes to visit. He gets very excited. Don't you, buddy? Okay, sit deep, guys. Sit really, really deep. I want you to challenge yourself on this exercise, especially if you've been doing my workout for a while. This is an exercise that you're familiar with, that we've been workshopping. And so I want you to sit super deep to get the most out of it. And remember, you can move faster if you want, all right? Just promise me you're staying super low here. Stepping apart, stepping all the way together, provided you can keep that tension on your band. Super deep. At this point, you really should be feeling it in your glutes and your hip structure in general. You should feel it all around the back of your hip structure, especially if you're staying in this position here. It's going to put so much of that emphasis completely on your hips, booty, and pelvic structure in general. Okay. 30 reps done there, 15 on each side, and we're going to move into glute kickback. If that's easy for you, don't use anything for balance. Here we go, kicking it back, alternating each side. Now, on your glute kickback, it's so easy to start to get the upper body involved in some way. Really try to lock off your upper body. Now, you're going to be shifting your balance from side to side, of course, right? You're slightly shifting from side to side. But other than this slight shifting from side to side, I don't want there to be too much change in the angle of your upper body, okay? So nothing active is going on in the upper body. There's not a drastic change in the arch of your lower back. This is all about really activating glutes here without much change in your torso, other than that side to side adjustment to keep your balance, okay? Couple more. Really activate those glutes, keep your chest up, pausing on that back end if you can. Abs drawn in super, super tight. We're getting your glutes fired up really well for the rest of the workout. And short break. Please take a short break. You can get rid of your band. I'm going to immediately show you the next two exercises for those of you guys that want to get out ahead of me. New exercise. Please grab some dumbbells, medium to heavy weight dumbbells. And we are going to, I'm going to start here in the middle. Dumbbells are comfortably at your upper body right here. They're not doing anything special. They can be wherever it feels good for you, even if you want to touch your chest with them, but they're here. Feet are together. So, Ellie, move. Feet are together, bend into your knees. You're going to step, listen up, very cautiously, curtsy lunge. Step, curtsy lunge. Step. Now, let me tell you a little bit about curtsy lunge, guys. Make sure that your foot that you're stepping onto is turned open slightly here. It's not totally forward. This front foot is turned open. Follow, step, sit, step, sit. Only sit as deeply as it feels right for your body. Going into Arnold Press from here. Going right into an Arnold Press. So this superset works really well with a moderate set of dumbbells, maybe 5s, maybe 10s, okay? You guys ready? Let's go into our second set, feet together, dumbbells at your upper body wherever you're comfortable, bend the knees, curtsy, step, curtsy. And we've got 15 on each side, okay? 15 on each side. Here's 6 in total for 30, okay? There's 8, sitting as deeply as it feels safe and comfortable for you, okay? Keeping that front leg somewhat relaxed. So we've never done this exercise before. because it's not one of my top favorites. Those of you guys that are in one of my strength training programs, you've never seen this before. That's because it really is a complicated movement and it can be a little tricky on that front knee. So if you have any issues with your front knee, your knees in general, please be careful with this exercise, okay? And just dipping down a little tiny bit. It's a fun exercise. It's great to add some variety. And I do not rely on it as really, the funny thing is, this is one of those exercises that's like good for training and good for something to do, but it actually doesn't really serve a purpose. It's not working with the body's natural ranges of motion. And so that's why I don't do it a lot, but still, it's great for a little bit of booty. Second exercise, Arnold Press. Feet together, palms facing you. Here we go. Arnold Press can usually handle a moderate to heavy weight load. Your goal is to get to at least 10 pounds on here on this exercise. So if you need a lighter dumbbell for that first exercise, then just pick up a heavier dumbbell here for your Arnold Press. Okay, 15. And if you're not taking a break, you're going to jump right back into that second set of curtsy lunges. Big press, keeping a little arch in your lower back, keeping your knees soft and slightly bent. And 2 more. One more, taking a short break if you would like it, adjusting your dumbbells if that feels appropriate for you. And we are going to go into our second set. Grabbing the weight load that feels right. If your knees felt a little funny on that first set, you can also do this body weight only. You don't have to load this step curtsy exercise. And again, just to be clear, it's one of those exercises that it has a value, but it's not directly effective for strengthening the natural movement patterns within the body, which you know I'm all about. The truth is, your strength workouts really should help you be better in life, and therefore your exercise needs to support, the exercises that you do need to support how your body moves naturally. And we don't move naturally here, but it's still good for the booty and the quads. So let's go. Step, dropping down. Step, dropping down. So keep an eye on that foot that you're stepping onto to make sure that your toe is turned out slightly, okay? Step with that toe heading in the same direction that you're going. So when you step to your left here, your left toe is opened in the left direction, all right? When you step to your left, your toe is opening to your left. Sitting as deeply as it feels right on your glutes and the knees. It's definitely a good thigh and glute exercise. And as I always say, a healthy body really should be able to move in all directions. The only time that's not the case is if you've got some kind of joint limitation, in which we need to correct. Okay, 30 in total, 15 in each direction, and then you're going to go into Arnold Press. If you've got a certain weight load here that feels good, but you can do heavier on your Arnold Press, just swap out your dumbbells. Couple more. Another good exercise for getting the heart rate up. And one more. Going into Arnold Press right here. Feet together, straight up over your head and down. Making sure that you're keeping a bit of tension here. So you don't want to fully relax down, okay? Tension here, so that anterior deltoid is really having to work here. Keeping your chin at a 90-degree relationship to your neck. That's going to allow you to be stronger in your movement pattern. And extending those arms fully up over your head so that your arms fully open and the elbows fully open and arms fully straighten. I realize that could be challenging for you. That's an indication that you need to work on that, okay? Full extension is super important, and I want you to work on that. Full extension. One more. Let me show you the third superset while you take a break. Okay, one heavier dumbbell, okay? This is a fun superset, you guys. I got really excited when I put this one together. So this superset, one heavier dumbbell, 10, 15, 20-pound dumbbell. We are gonna be working unilaterally, focusing on the same leg for both exercises. It looks like this. One dumbbell on your left side, feet together. I'm gonna show you from the front. Once we get these dog booties out of the way, come on guys, go. Oh my God, they're so cute. Thank God they're good dogs. Nope, no, no. Feet together, dumbbell on your left side, okay? You're going to step back on your left leg into a lunge. Actually, sorry, we're gonna stay in an overhead press. You're gonna step back into a lunge, step forward. Lunge, step forward, staying on your right leg. This is a right leg exercise. This is a right leg exercise. Second exercise, reposition, single leg deadlift, staying on that leg. So your right leg gets a heck of a workout in this superset. Second time around, you do the other leg. Okay, you guys ready? Grab your heavier dumbbell in your left hand. It looks like this from the front, up over your head. You're gonna step back on your left leg. Here's 1 for 15. 2 for 15, staying on that leg. 3, 4. Heavier dumbbell really does work best. 5, 6. Focusing on your front leg, okay? This is a right leg exercise. Even though your left leg is the one that's moving, your right leg is really what we're focusing on here. Heavier dumbbell works great for this move, but you can also do body weight only if you need to. You can also keep the dumbbell at your shoulder if necessary. One more, then we go right into that same leg, reposition, single leg deadlift, 15. Make sure you're squeezing your glute here. You're standing on your right leg. You're squeezing your right glute, locking that hip into an opened, fully extended, fully opened position. Keeping your standing leg bent, as we talked about at the beginning. Boy, I haven't used a 12-pound kettlebell for this exercise in a long time. These two exercises. Proud to say, I'm doing it today. And it actually feels good. 15K, short break. Short break when you get there. And then we're gonna do the same thing on that other side. Here's the deal. This superset should cause your heart rate to come up a little bit. If it doesn't, please grab a slightly heavier dumbbell. Remember, you gotta work about 20% harder today than where you are currently in order to get better. So that's the goal. In order to get better, stronger, fitter, work harder than where you currently are. Okay, short break or not, and we're gonna go to the other side. Ellie, come. Good, stay, stay. Good girl, good girl. Okay, feet together, dumbbells on that right side, up over your head, and you're gonna step back on your right leg. This is a left leg exercise, okay? Yes, this is a left leg exercise. You're stepping back onto your right leg. And just FYI, oh gosh, you guys, I was practicing some exercises in a new, working out a new workout. Holy moly. And I strained my quad yesterday, you guys. I can't do this exercise in my quad. I'm going to pull my quad, I think. So you guys are going to have to do this exercise without me. I'm going to modify. For those of you guys that need to modify this exercise, just bring your hands to your front leg. Oh my God, you guys, I created this crazy walking lunge type exercise yesterday that I was working out. I was having a moment of creativity. This quadricep is weaker than the other, and holy moly, it is so sore and completely cramping up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, you got 15 here. Here's your modification if you need it for this exercise. Short break, and we're gonna go right into that single leg deadlift, okay? So, single leg deadlift. Now that I'm able to see you guys. Heidi, I think you need to switch hands with your dumbbell. You're on your right leg and your dumbbell's in your right hand. Dumbbell should be in your left hand. Yep. When you're on, yes, ma'am, good job. So here's the value of me being back inside is I can actually see you guys now. So single leg deadlift, let me just show you guys the change I had Heidi make. Heidi was doing this. She was standing on her left, holding her dumbbell in her left, and she was doing the exercise this way. See that difference? So I had her switch to here. This is your single leg deadlift. You're standing on your left and you're holding your dumbbell in your right. The opposite, okay? Okay. And that, listen, by the way, you will see other people out there in fitness land doing it the other way. It doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense from a corrective positioning, because the way the human body works is we work like this. When we walk, we're in opposites. So you actually want the cross body pattern to be pulling in opposition to the leg that you're strengthening. But you will see people out there doing this exercise with their dumbbell over here. You'll be seeing this. It just really doesn't, it's just not as productive as it could be. Let's put it that way, okay? 15. You know this is a favorite. This exercise will change your life. Make sure you're really locking open that hip at the top. 15. And starting your third superset, if that's where you are. Let me show you our next superset. Well, those of you guys rest. We're going to bring that heart rate up a little bit more on this next one. We've got a higher intensity bounding exercise combined with dumbbell upright row. So grab some heavier dumbbells for your dumbbell upright row. Listen up. Those of you that are super fit and more advanced, consider grabbing a set of light dumbbells. 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 pounds for this first exercise. Consider. First exercise, you know it. I'm just giving you an added challenge for those of you guys that are super fit. Here's your next superset, first exercise. We're taking our side jumps, okay? Side jumps. So now you want your dumbbells to be kind of light because you want them to just be an extension of your arms. Now remember, you don't gotta use dumbbells at all. We're gonna sit low, you're gonna cover distance, being safe to not trip. Second exercise, have your dumbbells, feet together, elbows high, elbows end a tiny little bit above your shoulders. You guys ready? Let's get started. Lateral jumps. You're gonna do 15 in each direction, a total of 30. Sit low, chest up. Here we go. Start conservatively, and then as you get more comfortable, use those arms and give me a bit more boost, a bit more enthusiasm, a bit more effort, cover more distance. But do make sure that you are coming up off your mat just enough to clear your sneaker, all right? It's not an up and over. It's not an up and over. Not a Broadway dancer here. I wish I was though. That's one of my fantasies, to have been a Broadway dancer. But I want you to cover the distance, Coming off the ground just enough to clear your sneaker, but not super high. Sit super deep, sit a little deeper, give me a bit more distance. Feel that in the booty. Hitting those glutees. And one more. Second exercise, dumbbell upright row. Please grab heavier dumbbells. This works great. 8, 10, maybe even 12-pound dumbbells. Elbows end higher than your shoulder. Hands end in front of your shoulder. Okay? Nice and long at the bottom, elbows high at the top. Big pull. If you have shoulder issues, just be cautious with this exercise. 15, please continue. Continuing for a total of 15, and then we will take a short break. Okay, let's give it that. So good. Short break when you're ready. And then we got a second set. Told you this one would get your heart rate up. So good. I love those little bursts. The cardio bursts where you get your heart rate up. Just feels so life affirming, which I think we all need these days. So good for the stress, right? Okay, so little break and we're going back to those side jumps. So on your second set, you still want to start a bit conservatively to get your momentum going, to get your body adjusted. And then throughout the set, you make it bigger, okay? 15 each side, using your arms for a bit of extra support, a bit of extra effort. Ready? Second superset, here we go. Sit low, keep your body weight down, start conservatively so that you're safe. Once you find your groove, go a little farther. And then go a little farther. And then give me a bit more enthusiasm. Really explode across your floor, pushing off from that outer leg. So pushing off this leg, pushing off more than pulling with the reaching leg. Push off, push off, push off. Think of it like skating, pushing off with that outer leg to really cover the distance, but also that is what really challenges your glute. Glute Gang t-shirts are back in stock, guys. If you did not get yourself a Women's Strength Nation Glute Gang tank top, visit my website, hollyperkins.com shop. We're going to be shipping next week. And relax, going into dumbbell upright row. Feet together, knees soft, heavier dumbbells, big lift. If your heart rate is very high, take a moment to walk around before you come into this exercise, okay? Chest stays lifted, super high. So good for the deltoids. This exercise will make your arms look amazing. And it's so good for the functionality of the deltoids. 3 more. And short break. Let me show you our next superset. You're going to want a heavier weight load. If you have a circular weight plate, that works great. Otherwise, you're going to want a heavier dumbbell. We are down on the ground for glute bridge and chest press. So you want a set of heavier dumbbells. You'll use one dumbbell on the first exercise. You'll use both dumbbells on the second exercise. If you have sensitive hip bones, grab a towel or a pillow or something to put across your hips. No, Ellie, no. Ellie, no. Okay, so one heavier dumbbell, no. One heavier dumbbell, you're gonna lay back, okay? Opening your feet about shoulder width distance apart, opening your toes slightly. I will reposition my camera in a moment. Dumbbell is on your hips. We're pressing up, slight pause, relax down for glute bridge, 15 reps. Second exercise, grab your second dumbbell. It should be nearby. And we're going into just a basic dumbbell chest press. If you have an exercise bench at home, please use it because it gives you a little bit more range of motion, okay? All right, you guys ready? Grab your heavier dumbbell. Please join me on the floor. Feet are about shoulder width distance apart, turning your toes open. Dumbbell is on your hips, tucking your pelvis under, and you're gonna press upward with a slight pause and tuck, and relax down. Please use the heaviest weight load that you've got accessible to you. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I like to hold the dumbbell like this, and I place it just under my hip bones at the very top of my thighs, okay? So it's basically like right at the bottom of my pelvis, but it's a little off my hips so that I'm really pressing right here with the glutes, right? So if the weight is here, you're pressing from here. If the weight is here, you're gonna have a bit more load on your lower back, okay? So you really want your weight just below your hip bone, right there, and you'll probably find it's pretty comfortable. Pausing at the top, 15 reps. Go as heavy as you can here. You're really capable of a big weight on this exercise. Everyone is, regardless of where you are. You're capable of really moving some good weight, even if it's just 10 pounds, that's a great place to start. One more, and we're going into chest press. Again, heavier dumbbell here. In a perfect world, you would be using 10 pounds or heavier if you can. Ideally, you're going to be up at about 20, 25, maybe even 30 pounds eventually. If you're on the floor like me, the back of your arms are going to come in contact with the floor. And while it's not ideal, it's okay as long as you keep tension on your arms here. So even though your elbows are touching the ground, even though your arms are coming to the floor, don't fully release your weight to the floor because that takes the tension off the chest. Okay, shoulders are pushing towards your hips. Big push, neck is nice and long. Remember, challenge yourself 20% more than today's ability. When you're done, dumbbells to your chest. Use your legs for momentum to rock you up. Dumbbells down, take a short break. Just assess, how was that last set? Could you go a little heavier on your glute bridge? Okay. How could you make this a little better? If you're limited by the dumbbells that you have at home and you want to go harder on your glute bridge, add a circle band. So if you want to add to the challenge, put your circle band around the knees. I'll do this set with you this way, just above your knees. And then we're going to perform that glute bridge exactly the same way, but you're going to be pressing outward with your band when you go into your glute bridge. Okay, so let's go in for that second set. Dumbbells nearby. You're going to grab your dumbbell, lay back. Heels are shoulder width distance apart. Toes are turned to open. Dumbbell on your thigh. Ellie, move, honey. Dumbbells on the upper thigh. And here we go. Press up and release down. Pausing at the top. Really stretch that circle band if you've added it. Stretch your circle band. This adds to the effort on your glutees. If you're new to my workout and you wonder why I'm using the word glute, when this gang started back in March of this year, I meant to say glutes or booty, and it became glute. So we are officially the glute gang. Drive into those heels. If you've added your circle band, you're feeling it. It makes this exercise even more challenging. And one more, and let's go into that chest press. Grab that heavier dumbbell, pressing straight up over you. Shoulders are drawing down towards your hips and back towards each other. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other here and here. There's one. Pausing at the bottom without fully releasing the load onto the ground. So even though you're pausing here, you're keeping tension on your arms. It's as if the floor isn't there, even though you're pausing. Press your shoulders way down towards your hips, especially here at the bottom. Really practice your shoulder blade positionality at the bottom here. You want your shoulder blades to be sliding towards each other, inward towards your spine, and you want your shoulder blades to be pushing down towards your hips, away from your ears. And when you get that here, your life will change. It really will. That's how you're going to strengthen your upper body. Because even though this is a chest exercise, all upper body exercises technically are to improve the shoulder structure. It's all about shoulder girdle function. One more. Dumbbells to your chest. Use your legs for a bit of momentum because that helps you get out of this safely. And go ahead and take your circle band off if you've had it. And we're on the floor, so let me just take you through a couple of cool down range of motion exercises. And then if you'd like to stick around, we are going to do our walking lunge workshop. I'm inside, which I don't love, but that's okay. There's so much snow out there. We had to do this inside today. Okay, so listen up. Let's go through a quick little range of motion for those of you guys that aren't sticking around for the walking lunge workshop. Here you are. Arms up over your head, feet together, and let's come side to side with those knees coming into windshield wiper legs. If you joined me on Monday for my stretch and recover fireside session, I introduced this movement. It's one of my favorites. So what you're doing is you're opening with one leg until the flexibility of your inner thigh pulls the other leg along. Okay, so when your right leg is opening, your flexibility is going to be limited and that left leg is going to get pulled along. This helps to balance out the hips, reposition the pelvis to the lower spine, really reach nice and long through your arms. Oh, it's so good. Hi. No, I don't want any kisses. No, Ellie, no. And relax. The knees are into the center. And I want you to bring one knee into your chest and just hold for stretch. Ellie, no. Honey, no. No. Over here, no. Go play with Blue. Go play with Boo. Come on. No. Holding into a stretch right here. So Ellie was a very traumatized rescue. The quote unquote owner had her, couldn't pay for food for her. So what the owner would do is the owner would chain her up outside of a 7-Eleven in town, hoping that people would feed her, switch legs. And so every day the owner would literally chain her up in the morning outside of the 7-Eleven and then leave her there all day until sunset and then come pick her up and take her home and just hope that people would feed her. So thankfully she got turned over to the shelter. And then my stepbrother adopted her and she's the sweetest dog ever, but it's just like such a heartbreaking story. Okay, knees side to side. And so we're extra gentle with her because she's very needy, but oh my gosh, you give her an inch and she will take 12 feet. I mean, you let her in and she will be on top of you with kisses. She's such a sweet dog. Okay, side to side rock. And quickly come over onto your side. Okay, let's come into a quad stretch real quick. Bring your heel up to your booty and coming into a really comfortable quad stretch here. Make sure that the front of your hip is open. Activate your hamstring in the back. Use your hand to pull your heel to your butt. Tuck your pelvis under. If you don't feel a stretch, pull your knee backward in space. This should feel really good, and it's going to set us up for walking lunges. Relax and switch sides. Same thing on the other side. So this little bit of a stretch is going to set you up great for walking lunges, but we don't want to spend too much time in this static stretch before we do the walking lunge. We just want a little bit to open up the flexibility without getting into deep flexibility. Woo. Oh, you guys, this leg is so sore. Holy moly. Wowzer. Okay, and relax. Please come to hands and knees. Please bring your feet together. Tuck your toes under. Rock back onto your feet, and let's take a few rocks back and forth to bring some mobility to your feet and toes. If you struggle with Bulgarian split squat or walking lunge, part of it is the back foot needs to be able to come into extreme flexion. And so this movement helps to teach your feet and your toes extreme flexion here, so that when you're doing any of those exercises, this back foot is more comfortable. And that allows all of the mechanics of the body to be a bit better. So from here, tuck back into a crouch, stand up, lift your knees 10 times. We are going to move into our walking lunge workshop. If you're not going to be joining us, thank you for being here for the workout. I will set you free to enjoy your Saturday. And if you're watching this in playback, hey, do me a favor, leave a comment below on the page. I really like to keep track of who's using the playbacks and the videos. So please communicate with me below if you're watching this in playback. And if you're sticking around for the walking lunge workshop, let's do it. If you're new for the walking lunge workshop, let me give you a little bit of a refresher or a little bit of info. The point of these walking lunges is body weight only. It's not to build strength, it's to build endurance, functionality, and mobility of your body. It's to improve you outside of the gym. So we don't load these walking lunges that we do in the mini workshop. Body weight only, feet together, knees are bent to start. You're going to step out, one hand comes to the front leg. You've got a slight lean forward. It's okay if this front knee comes in front of this toe a wee bit. I don't want you here, but it's okay if that knee is in front of the toe a wee bit. Step together, squeeze the glute, stepping on the other leg. Step together, squeeze the glute, step on the other leg. You're going to count out 10 repetitions on each leg for 20 reps if you're starting. We will be doing 2 sets each week, add 10 steps. If you have been here with me for a while, I would love an update from you guys. Where are you on your walking lunges? How many are we up to? How are you guys doing? Those of you guys that are up to 150, 160, or 200 walking lunges, please consider timing yourself today. Please consider doing 3 to 5 minutes of walking lunges. Okay, are you guys ready? Hold on, I got to give myself space. I am going to be off camera for some of these walking lunges. I got a nice long length here, but I will be off camera. Okay, feet together, knees soft. Please count out the number of repetitions that feels right for you today, adding a few more than where you were last week, provided that you're healthy and you feel well. Okay, let's go. Big step, step together, squeeze that glute. Here's 2, squeeze that glute. 3, 4, focusing on your front leg, driving into that front heel. And there's 10. And here is 20. Now listen, this is a front leg exercise. I want you to think about focusing your energy on that leg that you're stepping onto. Focus on that front leg and then drive into the heel to fully activate the glute. when you step together. It's as if that front leg that you're stepping onto, it's as if that heel is really pressing the floor back behind you, as if you could slide yourself forward in space with that front heel. That's the energy of it, okay? Driving, focusing on the front heel with a little bit of a forward lunge. Now, you might feel a stretch on the back leg, but the majority of this exercise really should be felt on that front leg. There's 30, right? Hold on. 10, 20, 30, that's 40. I'm gonna do 20 more. I'm gonna start with 60 today. For those of you guys that are with me on the 60, welcome. Those of you guys that are doing more than 60, high five. Keep it up. I really want you to challenge yourself here, all right? If you're under the weather, if you're not feeling well, and you need to curtail today's practice, that is okay. But if you're feeling 100%, and in general, you're feeling well and healthy, you got to challenge yourself every week. You got to do a little bit more in order to get better. That's the name of getting more fit. You won't wake up on a Tuesday and all of a sudden be fit. The way fitness works is you have to challenge yourself. You have to create a stimulus on your body so that your body rises to the stimulus. So if you do 10 more walking lunges today, it's going to feel hard because it's a new stimulus. But then tomorrow and Monday, your body is going to recover so that it's now able to rise to that stimulus. So in order to rise again, you got to do more. That's how fitness works. You're always challenging yourself slightly beyond what you can do so that your body will rebuild to that new place. And then you challenge yourself 20% more and your body rebuilds to that new place. A lot of people don't understand that. And you've got to know that, because when your workouts get challenging, you want to embrace that, again, provided you're healthy, right? If you have any health issues or any limitations, that you have to be a little bit more delicate with that equation, but the psychology is still the same. All right, second set. You guys ready? Pick your number. It could be the same as your first set. It could be more. It could be less. Listen to your body. And on this set, challenge yourself 20% more than where you are right now on this set. Follow me. Let's do it. Oh, I got to tell you guys, I cannot believe how sore my left quadricep is. Holy moly. Right quadricep, perfectly happy, perfectly fine. But I did something to that left quadricep. Since I have you guys as a captive audience here for these walking lunges, I want to give you a little update on my home gym. This week, we got the heat working. We have radiant heat in the flooring, and we got all of the windows in. I have 7 brand new windows. At this moment right now, they're closing up all of this was a barn. This was a barn where years ago we kept the cows. Now we keep the cows in a different barn, but the barn that I'm renovating used to have cows in it. And so today what they're doing is they're closing up all of the air holes in the barn. Then this week we're getting the electric in. My dad's going to finish the electric. And then we have to finish the space. We're using, we're getting that spray foam insulation on the inside to finish the space. And then we're going to have a gym, you guys. So our Saturday workouts, I will actually have a proper fitness space. How cool is that? Okay. How are you guys doing on your walking lunges? Where are we? Remember, challenge yourself a bit more than today's ability. What does that mean for you? How many are you doing? Listen to your body. You want to challenge yourself 20%, maybe 30%, but you're not trying to push harder. More is not better, you guys. When it comes to your physical body, getting stronger, fitter, leaner, more is not better. It really isn't. I've watched it happen so many times with myself and with my clients, and the research proves it. More is not better. Better is better. And that's why you want to be challenging yourself 20% harder. And that is it. If you challenge yourself 20% today, you did your job. High five. Walking lunger. Glute gang. Guys, this is the white Women's Strength Nation. I know it's kind of hard to see. There we go. This is the white tank top. It's got a lower scoop neck and a wider, I don't know, what would you call this, a sleeve? Tank, a wider tank. The black version is higher with narrower. So the black version has a bit more of a racer back, okay? But if you did not get one, or if you have any last minute gift ideas for the holidays, just go to my website, hollyperkins.com. Go to the shop. We are fully stocked and I will be shipping out this week via priority mail. So you should be able to get them within a couple of days. Might be towards the end of the week. It's going to be close to the 24th or 25th. But if any of you guys are interested, let me know. If you have any questions, you can email me. Questions about today's workout. Guys, so fun. So glad you guys were here. Okay, so I just noticed that at one point we had about 45 people for the workout. But now after walking lunges, we're down to 28. So that tells me people are leaving for the walking lunges, which makes me laugh. So you know what that means? That means you're a badass, because that means you stuck around for the walking lunges. You're like hardcore inner circle. The 28 of you that are here right now, Annie, Christine, Althea, Amy, Diane, Heidi, Jane, Katrina, Krishanti, you guys are the real deal. Regina, Linda Puzio, Sarah, Suzanne, Yana, you guys, yeah, good for you. I hope you feel proud. So questions, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go through any questions. Thank you. Apologies for that little mishap at the beginning. So I've got to figure out a way to record in high quality. I'll figure it out. You don't need it. You don't need the details. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Miss Nay, if you're still here, you're very sweet. I don't think she's still here. Oh, bummer, she's not. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I want to capture this. Okay, questions. Please let me know. Comments, how are your walking lunges? Please share with me, okay? Let me know how they're feeling. What numbers are you doing? Did you time it? I'm coming for you. 2 times 60, heart rate 104. Way to go, Linda. Good job, Sarah. I did 2 sets of 30. Have a wonderful holiday. So excited to see the new barn. All the best for 2021. Woohoo! Kathy Connors, Merry Christmas. Let's see, Kathy Connors. I didn't want to do any, but did 2 sets of 30, and we'll do 1 more set. Good for you, Kathy. Kathy, that's the way to go for it, you guys. I want to share that. A lot of times you might not feel like you're in the mood to do something, but if you just do it, it's like the energy comes to you. So Kathy, really, really good job. Terry, I see you doing your extra set. Good job, you guys. So proud of you. So, so proud of you. Anne Marie, 2 sets of 70. Annie, 2 sets of 70. Good job. Debbie Kirstein, hello. Okay, best wishes. Thank you, guys. Let's see, Robin Stevens, great workout as always. I usually do Saturday class 1 more time during the week. Okay, amazing. Oh, that's so good. Oh, so good, guys. Hey, guys, heads up. As part of the holidays of December, I will be sending an email out today or tomorrow with a new workout inside. So I'm creating a new all upper body workout for you guys. Totally free. Stay tuned. I'll be emailing that out. Just another free resource for you guys. And I know people are really loving these workouts. So I'm hoping that once I've got a dedicated space, I'm going to be able to do more live workouts. So fingers crossed for that for 2021. Any questions? Bye, Heidi. Send me an update this week. Let me know how you're doing. Okay. Leslie, 2 times 50, woohoo. Jane Colnane, 2 times 40, woohoo. 60 next week. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you will. So proud of you guys. Diane Palmer Quay. I can't wait to see the barn. Hold on. My knees were not happy, so I did 1 set of 60, but only did 20 of my second set. That's okay, Diane, good job. You want to listen to your knees and work with them, okay? And so listen, you know, you guys have seen with me, you know, there was a time I was doing 80, 100 walking lunges earlier this year, and then my health took a turn and I've had to listen to my body, and so I've cut back on my walking lunges. I'll build them back up again at some point. Your health and your energy and your fitness is always ebbing and flowing. When you're in a great place, challenge yourself. When you're in a down season, or maybe a tired season, or if anything is up with your health or anything like that, and you have to be a little more conservative with your workout, that's okay. You ride the wave of your health and your energy and your fitness, and it will always come back. You'll have upswings and you'll have downswings, and that is okay. So high five to those of you guys. Terry, 2 sets of 100. So proud of you. That's amazing. Next week, I want you to try maybe 2 sets. If that's been consistent for you, try 2 sets of 110 or time it. If you didn't time your set of 100, time it next time. And I want to see where you are. And then we'll just have you do it for time so that you don't have to count every single repetition. Okay. Judy, you are so welcome. Thank you for being here. Yana, you are so welcome. 2 sets of 30 today. That's cool. Totally cool. Listen, a set of 30 is impressive when it comes to walking lunges, you guys, for real, for real. Okay, I'm going to set you guys free. I'm so proud of every single one of you, and I love you, and I'm so grateful to have you here with me on Saturdays. You keep me going, you keep me inspired, and I just love having my friends here with me to work out. So high five, guys. Happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating or not celebrating. Happy New Year. We will not be here next Saturday. I'm going to take next Saturday off. We will resume the weekend after that, which will be January 2nd, I think it is. So I'm just going to take 1 weekend off to enjoy some downtime, and then I'll be back with you guys in the new year. So happy holidays. I hope it's a wonderful time. Be grateful for the things that you do have and all of the blessings that are in your life, despite the challenges of this year. And I'm just so grateful for you. And I will see you in 2 weeks. So much love, guys.